in a weekend where Liverpool went into the weekend hoping to make it 6/6 in the English Premier League. But I went up against a certain side called Crystal Palace. And at the end of the day, it was Crystal Palace who did an onslaught on Liverpool, winning that game by 2-1. But before then, it started at Brentford, where Manchester United were hoping to win consecutive Premier League game for the first time under Ruben Amorim. And even though United were presented with a golden opportunity to score from 12 yards, the man would have brought money from Saudi Arabia for, but United said, we will not sell, we will keep him. Cost United possibly a point as they went down 3-1 at Brentford. As if it was not enough, Chelsea said, hold it. Let's play first so that you can see that it is not just United who can give you L. Chelsea scored first through Enzo Fernandes, and the world champions thought they were back. But Danny Welbeck came off the bench and did what he knows how to do best against Chelsea as he scored a brace as Brighton Chelsea's weekend with a 3-1 win to ensure that the Blues will go back to Brighton next season and possibly sign Welbeck. Now, this is a Chelsea side that have signed goalkeeper Robert Sanchez, midfielder Moses Caicedo, striker Yao Pedro, on the bench Facundo Bonanente, defender Levi Colwill, defender Marco Correa. The Blues have paid Brighton about 1 million British pounds to sign. 100 million British pounds. I beg your pardon.
For just Caicedo alone.
In fact, bless na 1 billion I want to talk right now to sign Brighton players. But at the end of the day, Brighton still has a way to win. But guys, fantastic weekend. Carrie Sam and the Bishop joined me. Yeah. Fantastic weekend for the neutrals. For
us, the lovers of football.
It was a weekend where if you laugh at Manchester United, your own was coming.
Yeah.
If you laugh Chelsea, your own will come late.
Yeah.
They say first to laugh, first to call police, so they win case. But in this case, it was the first time since 1994 that Chelsea, United, and Liverpool lost on the same weekend in the English Premier League. But let's start with Manchester United, Brentford. Now, we're not surprises. Definitely, it's now the fact that the biggest talking point is one, United have let the man go. Talking about Bruno Fernandes. Because 2 penalty miss.
Yeah.
This season is not just a leader. Is arguably United's best player. Yeah. And in that moment, it should be decisive for the club. Before we come to the manager himself, Ruben Amorim.
Like I said, no surprise. So regardless of who played the penalty, right? I wasn't surprised. I was sincerely speaking.
But come on, at 2-2 there was a chance on Kanisa.
At 2-2 there was a chance, and deep within me, I thought he's not going to be the one to play that penalty. Yeah. Not because of his previous record. I just feel it was an opportunity for Sesko to score.
To step up.
Probably allow Sesko to play. Or for Mbemo for his contribution and everything, I'd like him to play. Or for Cunha.
The same Sesko that didn't want to play penalty in the Carabao Cup that was scared. That from number 5, he had to go to number 10.
Like I said, I called other options.
Yeah.
He's the last person I thought is going to play that penalty. When he's supposed to play that penalty, I was indifferent. And even if he scored that penalty, they will not win that match. Or they might end up not winning the match. I was also sure that Man is not going to win that match. I've seen them play. I saw the hunger. I saw the little things that the guys off front were doing. But like we said, at the back, nothing. Goalkeeper is still a problem. I mean, imagine the first goal, how easy it was. That red ball.
Straight.
Thiago Pap. He got that goal. I mean, see, there's nothing to talk about again. This team is not good. This team is not good. No, I'm talking about the
ego.
My United team is not good. It's not good, right? This team is not good. It's not good. There's nothing. What does he want to say about this team? Nothing. Luke Shaw, terrible. Dalot doesn't know what he's doing on the field of play. The leads, always faltering, always jittering, you understand? Gives the feel of Saliba once in a while. So there's nothing in the midfield. Apart from those, I don't know. Bruno is, on a very serious note, how many midfielders is Bruno better than? So when we say, you understand, like somebody said something, he said, right, every
that's why United should have taken that offer.
That every player is for sale. That somebody, now that you get that kind of offer for Bruno, even if he's scoring 100 goals for you, you might not get that kind of offer again. Let him go. Now keeping him is becoming a liability. You see him trying to bully his teammate.
Yeah.
Talk to his teammate in a manner that is a bit
He's the captain.
condescending. I mean, that doesn't mean he's not the first
And
to
he
be
goes to the
captain.
Portuguese national team and try it.
Even if he's wearing the captain armband in the national team, he can't do that.
You can't. Because whatever you think you have, the players who are better.
Yeah, simple truth. You're not winning. You guys are not playing very well. So why behaving as if you're some sort of a demigod, as if you're actually doing the team some sort of favor?
By playing for them.
You've been terrible.
Let's bring it back to
fact.
Let's bring it back to Bruno. I think Bruno has not been a bad player. See,
So 2 penalty miss.
That's
cost the team.
It happens.
It's huge.
It's huge.
So there's where you draw the line. If you know, a team needs it. There's nothing wrong in Bruno stepping down.
I agree.
Exactly.
I agree.
Be a leader.
But
we've seen it in a lot of teams.
But do you know? Let me answer some questions.
Yeah.
A penalty.
When he missed the penalty against Burnley,
yeah,
he complained that the referee entered in his way.
Blocked
I'm
him.
sure yesterday would have complained that the penalty took too much time for it to be played.
Now let's get it. See, if a penalty and the referee gets to your stride, it could be instructed. But that was not enough reason for him to lose that penalty.
See.
But let me be sincere. See, I think the confidence issue is not from Bruno. It started from the coach.
Let's leave it to Bruno first.
Because I think it rubs off.
Before Amorim was United,
Bruno was not missing penalties like this, though. Can we see it? A penalty is giving your coach can barely watch.
It has nothing to do with Amorim sitting on that bench. It has nothing to do with Amorim
it's
being
clearly
in the
on
dugout.
Bruno.
I understand that Bruno has missed a lot of
It is
penalties.
clearly on Bruno.
But we
Let's
know
forget it.
the coach will tell
Most
you.
of it, though.
Your best player should take
Most of it,
penalties.
also life-saving penalties.
So did you see?
Life-saving
Bruno
penalties.
has
Did you see his attitude
penalty
after the
that
penalty miss?
Bruno have taken penalties under
Also,
worse pressure.
Did you see the
And
attitude
so
after
why
the
is he not
penalty
scoring
miss?
now?
Did you see the attitude after the penalty miss? Couldn't
But
rally the team.
I get him,
It was
gonna be
clear that they had
proper
lost.
See, like I said, there's a
It has nothing to do with the coach. No, come on.
It's not a coach problem.
See,
There's a problem from the team.
There are days.
And I started from the coach. It's a confidence issue.
No. There are days.
This team doesn't have any confidence.
See, that football is a team sport, right? Doesn't mean that you don't call out individuals. We call out Gabriel earlier. We say stop falling down at the slightest touch.
I agree with you.
We only call out Masquerade. We say he's going to
make a mistake.
You understand? So that's not how you're going to justify Bruno missing that penalty. I mean, I feel this team has nothing to offer right now. This team
you're not talking. It's a team. It's at the ebb.
They are the Nadir.
They are the ebb.
Nation.
That's what now you are talking what I'm saying.
Right.
It's not a Bruno factor.
But see,
Bruno
even
just making it obvious.
Even at that, somebody needs to, raise his head.
Take up, exactly. And that's
he's supposed to be the person.
He's the captain, yeah.
If you're, come on, that's no crime in saying, you know what, someone is coming to take this penalty. The last time you play this penalty, you lose it.
He missed.
You're not the only confident players. Mbeumo would have buried that penalty easy. The most surest of it all is Cunha is going to bury that penalty.
Bruno missed the penalty in the shootout against Grimsby Town. That cost them the title. That cost them the space in the fourth round.
No, it was Mbeumo.
No, that's it. Bravo missed the penalties. I beg your pardon. Sesko. I won't even give Sesko. Sesko was playing dog hunt.
See, he scored yesterday, so whether we like it or not,
confidence was high.
Whether we like it or not, confidence that some amount of confidence actually. I mean, we turn back.
Let's start that. For his first goal.
So, guys, let's go to Ruben Amorim. 49 games in charge of Manchester United in total.
Yeah.
19 wins, 21 losses.
He has made more losses.
He's lost more than he's won. Now, this, to be honest, is a start for an average coach. No, it's a start for a struggling club. Not a club like Manchester United.
Exactly.
Now, the fact that since he came into Manchester United in November of 2024, United have not won back-to-back games since he came in the Premier League. Now, it is that bad. The last time United won away in the Premier League was as far back as March when they defeated a Ruud van Nistelrooy's Leicester City by 3-0, and that was already a side that was doomed for relegation.
Yeah.
That's how poor the Leicester City side was. And now since then, United are yet to win away from home in the Premier League, regardless of who they play. They've not won in 4 against Brentford back-to-back in the last 4 seasons in the Premier League. You can argue that even when other managers were there, they struggled to beat this side. But come on, Ruben Amorim is getting to the end of it.
See, there's trouble.
Because to be honest, how low can it get?
There's trouble in paradise, and unfortunately for all my fans,
I feel no point hammering this, right? It's clear.
Let's just
you understand?
He can't fix it.
No point.
He's giving that Andre Villas-Boas vibe.
Whether he fixes it or not, right? Whether he fixes it or not, I think they know their problem. I mean,
but Okani Sam,
I feel
are these players entirely this bad? Let's be honest with ourselves.
How many players can you pick?
No, let's be honest with ourselves. Are we saying that? Let's look at. I'm going to put United and Sunderland. Yeah. Now let's be honest with ourselves. No, so let's not joke.
They're playing devil advocate.
Aside Granit Xhaka, Let's be realistic with ourselves.
No player will come close.
Not a single Sunderland player will go into the United squad. Not a single player.
Not in one.
Now, Sunderland are in the top 5 of the Premier League. Whether I would like it or not. I don't want to entirely believe that the entire 11 players United churn out week in, week out are bad. Now, we've seen in a case where United have bad players. These players leave United and have gone on to do
better players everywhere else.
So, look at, for example,
Anthony.
Marcus Rashford. Let's look at Rashford. Now becoming the man for Barcelona against all odds. I don't want to believe that a certain Cunha, who was the man at Wolverhampton Wanderers, has become bad in 3 months. Brian Mbeumo
was struggling.
Who was because he has left.
No. I said they were even struggling at some point last season.
Brian Mbeumo.
They have to sack their coach. Remember?
I'm bringing Pereira.
Yeah, Pereira.
You know, Brian Mbeumo, who was the talisman,
20 goals.
One of the talisman for Brentford.
Brentford are still thriving,
and but has it not become bad?
Is it bad? See, let me tell you the truth. See, so I keep saying this. Man, have got a problem, and a systematic problem. A club that went to spend how much for a goalkeeper at the same time, Le Mans.
Okay.
As you going to the market for the summer for that goalkeeper, why did you buy him in the first place? You had a chance to buy Emiliano Martinez. You didn't buy him. There was a time that the guy look at the numbers in the market. You didn't go for him. But now you want to tell us your main priority next summer is a goalkeeper. Who is in charge of the strategy? The transfer. Who is in charge of their market, their transfer policies? That guy should be fired. In short, he should be jailed. Sorry, he should be, I don't know, hanged, something of that nature. Because I look at the players he signed in recent times, they are nowhere close.
No.
I'll point it out. Apart from Brian Mbeumo and Cunha, let's go back to the signing before now. He's been suicidal.
Let me come to his rescue. Well, I'm only going to talk about this season signing.
Yeah,
aside from
this season, they brought only strikers. So you cannot hold him responsible.
Last season, they didn't actually buy strikers.
Yeah,
last season, they were busy buying defenders.
They bought Zexi.
They bought John Zexi.
No, Zexi was a season before last. I think.
No, it was Hojlund. Last season was Zexi. He's calling the opening season against Fulham.
He's the only person that actually was what last season. But beside him, come on, everything has actually been defense. Last season, they got Mazraoui.
They got
Delete. Patrick Dogu
in the winter.
A hunter. That guy's a hunter. Don't disrespect him. I think that guy. I tried to find his best position. He's a wing back, a left back, center back. I can't find him. See, minor players are terrible, but see. What was some other stock in trade? Making good of terrible players to make. See, if might not be playing scrappy football, the Stoke City football and winning matches, I'll say Ruben Amorim is doing so well. At least he's making use of what he had to get results. Can they now help this man? But it looks like the man is not working.
Same thing he did about 2
weeks
ago.
He's not working.
The penalty against Burnley.
Yes.
Doing same thing yesterday.
He closed his eyes.
Closing his eyes.
Is he praying?
He doesn't have the God to watch.
Does he pray? During matches?
A coach.
Let me tell you, when I remember going to commentator said, he said that sinking feeling when your coach sits down on the bench and looks down on the ground in the last 10 minutes. At least, it's even not for anything. Pretend that you are gingering the boys. Just stand on the top line, scream instructions, and look like, okay, we can do it. You know the game is lost. But he sat down on the seat for the last 5 minutes and his head feels on the ground.
Well, for Manchester United, sad for Ruben Amorim. The question is when will he be let out of the club? Conversations that United have contacted Gary Southgate about a potential move to the Old Trafford club in the coming days.
Life jacket.
Whether it comes in or not. But one thing is certain, United do need that life jacket. But let's leave Manchester United. Let's go to a side not too far from Manchester, and let's go to the Anfield. Unfortunately, it was not at the Anfield, but for the second time this season, Crystal Palace ensured that Arne Slot tested what defeat felt like with a 2-1 win and a goal from former Arsenal player Eddie Nketiah at the death.
What a weekend.
It was a Slot goal, but unfortunately, it was for Crystal Palace. 18 games unbeaten for Palace under Oliver Glasner. We must give him his flowers. We clearly said it on Candy Sam, you mentioned it, that it's a silent worker.
Yeah.
The man is working silently. If you give him probably the right resources, it could be the man for it. Because this is a man that came in about last year, about 19 months now, and is transformed Crystal Palace
to what it is now.
Crystal Palace had the likes of, they played in the last 10 games of last season. They played Arsenal away, Liverpool away, Manchester City away, and also played City in the Cup, and Aston Villa in the Cup, and did not test defeat. And this season, they started like an house on fire. 2-1, they won that game. It could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
It could have been a pummeling.
Before I let him speak,
for Liverpool.
just suppose Glasner with Ruben Amorim not having the best of players, but look at what he's turning out. Amorim having some world-class players and some scrappy players.
So don't call those players world-class, please. Take that back.
None is world-class. Some good players, not world-class. So just opposite.
No point just opposing anything. None of Amorim players better than Meteta. up front.
At the moment.
None of those guys that are playing up front too is me is better than
nobody will start ahead of Ismail Assar.
Ismail Assar. That's what I want to say right now.
The boy is having the time on
Not
his
even
life.
None of his defender right now is better than Maguire. So what are we talking about?
Adam Watson.
Well, Adam Watson, yeah.
Even Bruno will not start ahead of Adam Watson at this moment.
So you're not talking
How
about
are the mighty
you're talking
fallen?
about a team that is actually doing what they're supposed to do. Here's the simple truth, right? Amazing team. Remember my argument that day? They are not feeling the impact of
Emirates. Absolutely.
You wanted to try to. I said no.
At all.
It's not there. They're the only team that are still unbeaten. And even if they beat
the Premier League
today,
right now, yeah.
in Premier League
But
right
if
now.
you play Crystal Palace now, there's that fear in
factor.
you.
And even if they should lose today, it's not because Eberechi is not going that
Yeah,
team.
I agree
No.
with you. I agree
Because
with you.
it's time for them to just
The guy
lose.
has
Probably they play badly that day.
exactly.
Also. So see, look, managers that knows their job knows what to do. Managers that don't know their job don't know what to do. In his case, it's basically the case of I know my job and I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You understand? We predict. I said the worst result, best result Liverpool is going to get
It
is
was a draw.
was a draw. I said 2-2 draw.
Yeah.
I said I don't see Liverpool leaving Selhurst Park with maximum points. And it came to pass. You understand? It would have even been worse if not, because come on, like I said, right? We need to ask Pogba, PJMOL. We need to ask questions. But that
handball from
that was
Salah.
supposed to be a cardable offense. How was that?
How was that missed?
How was that missed?
Where are the VAR where you need them?
How was that missed completely?
In the Premier League.
Because that was the only thing that gave them that little over that, okay, we can do it again. Then somehow, before they know what they were doing.
Chiesa. What a player.
Yeah.
The boy
Amazing player.
seems to, he said he wanted to stay and fight for his jersey. The boy is feisty. He fought himself back into the Champions League squad. I'll be the injury to Undone. And anytime he comes in, look at what he did in the Carabao Cup. 2 assists, and then he came in again, and it looked like he just saved them from the jaws of death. And then Nketiah doing his former club.
No. The funny thing about it is
yeah.
this, right? Okay, this is the 5th time he's testing the film. I'm talking about Onslaught.
Yeah.
Then we'll begin to see somebody.
I was
else.
going there. Are the cracks beginning to show? Not just the defeat. It's all trans.
man
Yeah,
that-
It's all trans after the defeat.
Yeah.
The last time it was clearly on Nketiah, and
Calling
now
him stupid.
it was clearly on the entire boys,
Yeah.
the entire squad
That
that they were attacking.
they were supposed to be defending.
But
not
they went
attacking.
for a counter.
But this is a man that always celebrate when they score that late minute.
No,
late.
They gave him a feel of his own medicine.
I quite understand. No, and slot time happened to him. But anyway, but no, the changes he made will show that he must have given them a chance to sit, because normally Arsenal will go to playing attacking players, but his changes only the last 10-15 minutes were about to just let's sit in and get a point. It's not a bad day in the office. It's Crystal Palace. These guys are unbeaten. So he made changes to sit back, but they kept on attacking. And that's why he was livid. Some coaches cannot wear their emotions on their sleeve. Not everybody will be a certain as Wenger or Mikel Arteta, who would always want to be. I think the last time Naomi called his players lazy, and at some point was it last he called them stupid.
Yeah.
So these are coaches who cannot do that. So if after all the instruction I gave you, 1-1 is not a bad result at Selhurst Park. These guys are unbeaten for crying out loud in 18 games. And he went ahead. The goal they considered was very avoidable. Was very, very avoidable. I understand. Lack of concentration,
problem.
lack of communication. Don't forget, they considered similar goal at the Carabao Cup that they against Southampton. So he's a coach. I know what he's saying, but see, how long can you drag it all? How long? Like we asked this question last week. How long can you play so
How long can
shabbily
they
and
continue to
win?
outscore opponents?
How long can you be playing so shabbily and win games?
There's a clear difference
But
between him.
they outplayed
As much
against
as we're
Crystal
looking at
Palace.
Arteta as a rookie, I think there's a clear difference between Arteta and this man.
By far.
Arteta will never go at his
We
player.
never
like
call
this.
them out. We never call them out.
You will never.
We never call them out.
He will rather try to defend them at all
And then
costs.
go back inside and do his job.
You want to explain things to the media. He will never call anybody out.
Never
But look
call
at Onslaught. And guess what? He's about to just get ugly. He's just starting. Mind you, this is just his 5th defeat in the Premier League. He's going to lose more than 5 games this season.
He would. I can show you. With the way they're
He's going to
playing,
lose
it'll be
more than
worse.
5 games this season.
It'll be worse.
I'm not going to be shocked if in his next game against Chelsea, he's still going to lose or draw. So what he's going to be saying, this is the Premier League for God's sake. Is it because it worked for him last season and he thinks it's going to be the same thing this season?
It happens.
You're good, fine. But not as good as we think you are.
But I think he should have just taken it. It was the one loss in
It's
that
six.
season in
Come on,
6.
man.
It's not like
You
it was entirely bad.
was a place to be and do an invincible. Oh, come on, man. The truth remains, let's look at this. Liverpool have got a problem. They've got a leaking defense. They've got to attack.
And I must be honest.
they've got a leaking
I
defense.
think, and I think the loss Nketiah factor was huge. In
Yeah,
this game.
very huge. Stupid. We talk
Could
about
have been on the field of play.
Stupid.
I think for me where they lost it was the fact that they couldn't have that man, that different
To come in
kind
from
of
the bench,
player
yes, to come
that
and
will
do
come in
something.
from the player and be the game changer for them. Because if Nketiah was on the bench, I think it brings a different feel to how Liverpool attack
I don't
and
know
how
where
they
Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace know Isaac. They played Isaac for how many years right now? If they bring that unknown factor, If you watch the competition where he scored in the first 5 minutes, he does bring. You see, it can happen to right now. Nketiah is an it factor. It can happen to anybody.
Also, let's quickly talk about one man, Florian Wirtz. Not a single goal again. 7 games. No goal for Liverpool. 007. It now looks like a problem. And that's the honest truth.
It happens.
It happens to the best
And
player.
it's not
But
really
this
playing
guy is
well.
not the best player. That's my point.
It's not really
It happens to
playing
the
well.
best player. I agree. But from Wirtz, defensively,
Already potentially the worst sign of the season.
no, not potential. It's gonna be because I see.
Well, funny enough, I'm
too
saying
early
it
to
differently.
call.
I'm saying it differently.
The guy cannot see.
I feel
I
the
can't
worst
see
sign of the
flashes.
season- Guess who's going to be the worst sign of the season for me? Isaac. That's what I can see. I saw the glimpse yesterday.
Yeah, it
Isaac
could
is going to
be,
be there.
could
Yeah,
be.
Isaac is going to be the worst season.
Because the way they play, they don't play to his strength. They need to play to the guy's strength.
He
I
wasn't
agree,
even.
but
he wasn't-
they could
he
get better
wasn't
with
even.
him.
He wasn't even that. How many seasons?
Even in the Carabao Cup, they
I'm
didn't play to his
coming now.
strength.
How many seasons did he spend in Newcastle?
About
Three
three
seasons.
and a
No,
half.
Three.
You know, he came in
Three
half
and a half,
season.
half
Okay,
season.
no, he came in full season.
And how many times did
Real
he hit?
Sociedad,
15 goals.
last season.
Just once. So all of a sudden, see, well, let me just
Let's keep
let me
that
keep quiet
for now. But the
Let me
truth,
keep quiet.
Wirtz have been a disaster. And I can't see the flashes. I just hope he picks for the sake of the amount of money he was bought. He picks. If he doesn't, to your turn to I still doubt that guy's ability to play in the Premier League.
Well, of course, I doubt his ability to play in the English Premier League. Let's go to Stamford Bridge, where it was Chelsea who scored first, but unfortunately, they were beaten. And just to also say to all Chelsea fans, including Manusho, Sule, let me just call his full name, Sule, Street Fame. They beat your Chelsea, waiting no good. They pipe now, waiting. Nothing like anybody. You go wait make Arsenal win. This is for you. This is for you. They beat Chelsea. Okay, say no watch match. Match where you watch, where you enjoy. But guys, 3-1 it ended.
Respected.
And like I said, Maresca is not good. There's no need to talk about it. No. To be honest,
Now, no, I remember after the
yeah.
Club World Cup,
You
I
know-
spoke about specifically their defense.
Defense, yes.
I spoke about their midfield
Clearly.
too. Believe me, Caicedo still have a lot of question mark.
No, he has. He
But-
has.
but
The
that's
last
not-
few games have shown it.
If Caicedo
Erratic
has-
in
if
thinking.
Caicedo have
Now,
question mark,
now,
what can we
there's-
say about
see,
Enzo?
to be honest, the quality is there for Caicedo, but I think Chelsea lack leadership, and that's why every player think they can play their own style
Yes.
on the field
There's
of
no
play
coordination.
without coordination. Look at it. One mistake from Andrew Santos in that game, and the entire team collapsed. Now, the red card was from him. He had no reason to dilly dally on the ball, kept on to the ball, lost possession, and at that point, Chalobah tried to salvage something, and then brought down the player, was sent off. But come on, red card is not enough for your team to entirely capitulate.
But a team like Chelsea, red card is enough for them to capitulate. Because
Can
even
we,
without red
can
card,
we put to the where the blame is?
What forget about where the
It's
blame is?
Maresca. And I'll tell you why.
No.
The way he set them up to play.
No.
See,
No matter. Listen
footballers,
to me.
okay,
now.
I will let you have. I will give
Listen
my own
to me
point.
now, Baba. You can't give what you don't have. No matter how you want to set them up to play.
Not
This
good
guy-
enough.
We are simple. So don't
It
tell me
takes
how you
us
set them
back
up to
the
play.
fluke of the club.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me
Yeah.
about how he set
Like we
them
have
up
said,
to
they will
play.
be judged by that
That
Club World Cup.
final.
And
But
I think
they're nowhere near.
For me.
they're nowhere near.
But Maresca is a disaster. He should be. I think he should be shown the door as early as
3
now.
losses in 4
You
games
see-
for Chelsea.
See, let me see.
He's gonna get
The
all
fact
the-
that he won the got to you guys Champions League football, that guy is a terrible manager. I will give you why. Even Guardiola, one of the greatest, if not the greatest manager in football history, has metamorphosed. He has evolved in his game. You barely watch a game, Arsenal will give you the ball, and they will hit you on the counter attack. I'm trying to watch Enzo. He wants to pass the ball even in his 18-yard box. And all the goals that were scored were even with the red card, it was self-inflicted. Then sometimes you need to just take the bull by the horn and be like, oh, and I one man down, and I bloom the ball away, and I regroup out of shape. Pass. The same issue with Arsenal. Too many sideways passes, too many diagonal passes, and then you keep your defenders at risk. One mistake by Andre the midfield, bang, the defenders were already gone wide, waiting for the pass, and there was nobody to cover up. Chalobah happened. The third goal, pass, one man down. You are 2-1 down, one man down, and you have the luxury to be tapping the ball in your 18-yard box. It is not only suicidal, it's unnecessary, but this guy should be fired. How dare you? See, sometimes I don't understand who created this. I'm telling you, who created this football philosophy?
They got it for Pep.
Pep has evolved. Pep have left them behind. Go ask Nketiah. Sometimes I told you, I thought I was evolved. Look at the game against Liverpool, against Man City, against Man United. Boring, but effective and efficient. Sometimes you need to just take the.
Funny enough, you're just saying how Madrid has been boring.
But they're doing a job though.
Effective and efficient.
Simple.
Boring. They've never been.
No game has been impeccable. No game.
But effective
Chelsea are in trouble with Maresca. Prepare for more. And I told Manchester United to get to find oil. With Maresca, the gloomy days are here.
Should Chelsea consider firing?
Not really.
Do they have a choice?
The truth is this, right? These guys are not making much, and they've spent so much.
Absolutely.
So
That's the problem.
A lot of average players. A lot of
we all agreed on that.
extremely below average.
Who
Gerald
got them?
Atto,
Who got them?
Gittins.
Who got them in?
Maresca? Well, it is Bluco.
Maresca.
It is Bluco.
Maresca.
That Gerald Hato guy should not only be fired, be sent to the under 19s.
And there are talks that by January it could be loaned out.
Yes! A player you bought for that huge. That's
40 million.
Chelsea
It's
should
not
be
huge.
audited. I love it that way. They should be audited. I leave it that way.
Money laundering is happening in that
I
club.
don't get it. You hear some figures for some players, but Ashile, who bought that guy? They say he was the best player. In what club?
And he almost cost
Again!
further damage. He almost caused
Indiscipline.
further
That's how
damage.
you
Indiscipline at Chelsea. Back to
Sule,
back
I know you
like
can hear me, Sule. Brace up. Brace up.
He will find what?
He can't find. Oh, it's not bad.
listen.
He could find, maybe they could do some boreholes because it's that bad. No, Chelsea.
Well,
David.
weekend in the Premier
David.
League, a massive kudos to Aston Villa for finally getting a win this season.
Convincing victory.
In the
Yeah,
Premier League, a
finally.
convincing one over Fulham. In that one, 3-1, even though I wanted Fulham to win. So the Nigerian brothers
Yes,
will be
enjoy.
up there in the English Premier League. But aside that, fantastic for Antoine Semenyo, continues to do well for himself with
Can't stop
Bournemouth
scoring.
this season. He can't stop scoring in the English Premier League. For Manchester City, it was a brace for Erling Haaland against Burnley, 5-1
tappies.
winners in that one. Eh?
Who
tappies.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, that's what
Yeah,
That's what
that's
should
what
do.
I also say. But it was a good one for him.
Yeah.
He's not the highest scoring Norwegian in the Premier
Premier
League, after scoring like 3 goals so far for Manchester City.
Where
So
we
good
call
one
him
for him.
Norwegian. Looks like the numbers are better than some other countries. The guy is.
And of course, for Tottenham Hotspur, they had to wait for a João Palhinha last
Late.
minute goal.
What a
It
signing.
was almost a first win for Wolverhampton Wanderers,
Yeah.
but they denied Wolves their first win of the season. So far,
And guess
so
who started
good.
from the bench?
Of course, Tolu Arokodare will start from the bench. The man is back.
He's back.
The main striker,
Yeah.
talking about Larson.
Last
He was the main striker last season,
Stan Larson.
even though he was on loan.
What a player.
But now, naturally, we started ahead of Tolu. Tolu will only beat his time when he comes into the team
And
and then possibly get his chance to score
Yeah.
and then probably convince the coach
Like,
if he gets to score. As Premier League star, Liverpool lead the Premier League with 15 points from a possible 18. Arsenal are in second with 13 points, followed by Crystal Palace, who are on 12. Crystal Palace are the only unbeaten side in the Premier League this season. Spurs are on 4th. Sunderland, Bournemouth, Man City, and Chelsea make up the top 8. Of course, Wolverhampton Wanderers finally recorded their first point of the season and are 20th on the table. Maybe Pereira might be the next manager to go. 2 managers have been shown the exit door already. This season, Nuno Espirito Santo and of course Graham Potter,
No, Espirito
who have
Santo,
left. Of course,
continue.
but Espirito Santo is back after a 2 weeks break in the Premier League. Is now back with West Ham
While
United.
the team is struggling.
Huh?
Team is struggling.
Ah,
Yeah, too.
It was.
Ah.
We clearly said it. It was a
Was
poor
not a football-
Postecoglou,
was not a
not a
football-
single
was not
win,
a football
5
issue.
games for Nottingham Forest. Well, will he be fired?
He always
No.
he always wins
Or he
something
will
in the
stay.
second
He
season.
He won
wins
again.
something.
He always wins something in the second
It's not.
season.
Okay.
Conference. I mean,
They drew against Betis.
2-2 against Betis.
They drew 2-2 against Betis.
Because he scored twice. So,
They
but
drew.
don't forget, he always wins something in the second season. But can he stay to them?
Hopefully, the second season will not be relegation. That's the story of the English Premier League so far. Congratulations to Arsenal. Congratulations to Manchester City.
The Arsenal.
And for Chelsea and Liverpool fans.
Yeah.
And Manchester United fans. Omo, una go suffer. Football Tempo brought to you by Azar Studios.